Hello guys, Omni here. I just got back from seeing Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. This movie has had a lot riding behind it, especially with all of the backlash from the initial design, the initial trailer that came out, and everybody just bashing that hideous original design. And, I gotta say, I made a video on it too, and I did make fun of it. I did poke fun of it. And they really took all that criticism to heart. And for that reason alone, I was going to see this movie. The fact that they responded, they listened, even though I don't necessarily believe that directors of a film or the companies behind these films that get produced should necessarily always listen to the masses in that kind of way, because sometimes that impedes the art itself. However, in this case, I have zero idea how that thing got out into the wild. I don't know how anybody got that past the concept art phase and that got out in the world. No idea. Apparently, the people in the office really liked the thing, but the general public did not. And this was not just isolated to Sonic fans. This thing got tore up by everybody. I feel like, at least from what I saw on social media, on YouTube, and all that kind of stuff, there were people who have never played a Sonic game or watched anything Sonic related who were like terrified and making fun of this thing. This was way beyond fans of the series. So this was something that it blew up. It took over the internet for a little while, and they responded in a way that I didn't expect. And they really went back. They delayed the movie. They put all that work back into it to redesign it. They called in Tyson Hess, I think I'm saying that correctly, who has worked on previous Sonic media, games, comics, stuff like that, who has done these designs before, to come in and touch up their design work, completely revamped the character, and brought us what we have now. And I gotta say that, it was always clear from the trailer, this was definitely going to be geared towards kids. This is a kids movie. There's no way to skate by that. There's some things here and there for definitely the older people. But it is generally targeted for kids. And this is a kids movie. The jokes are very immature. It's very quippy. It's very flashy. It's very ADHD. But that's also very much in line with the character of Sonic the Hedgehog. Someone going fast like that is not going to slow down. It's going to be hard to keep the attention. But the movie maintains its focus throughout the entire thing. I got to at least give it that. For sure. I had a really good time watching this. I grew up playing these games. I grew up playing Sonic games. The last one, I kind of fell off after Sonic 2006. That was really the last one I committed to, and it took a toll on me, to be completely honest. And I don't know. I just haven't really played a really decent one since. Sonic Generations I actually did play, and I liked that quite a bit. But that's kind of straying away from the point. I think the movie has a lot in there for fans of the series. I think this has a lot of heart in there for people who are unfamiliar with Sonic, for people who are going to be coming into this. I think it's really going to play well to both audiences. There's some Easter eggs in there that are really fun, and I think that the character of Sonic, and especially as embodied by Ben Schwartz in this role, they nail it. I think they nail the character. I think they nailed with the design backed by his performance, and being partnered with James Marsden and his ability to act with this creature that is not there in such a natural, believable way. He is such an underrated actor. Like he seems like he doesn't get like the big old breakout roles. Anytime he tries to go into anything big, the movie usually doesn't get that great of a reception. Going back to even Superman Returns, was the last one that I can really recall. And then it's been kind of these similar kind of things. He's got an animated partner he's got to follow along with. Other than that's just basically been TV, but he is fantastic. He sells this role. He's got all of that charm, that wit, that humor that he pulls behind it with everything he got. He's just a fantastic performer and just a beautiful man. And he kills it. And their chemistry, honestly, for, again, a creature that is not there, not on set with him whatsoever, you feel it. You feel the chemistry between the two people, at least Ben Schwartz and James Marsden in this. Fantastic energy. Of course, not every joke's going to land. Not every plot point's really going to hit you, but I think the fun, the action is all there. There's a lot of thrilling little moments, and I got some laughs out of it. It's not the It's not the best movie. It's not like a mind-blowing movie. This is definitely going to be graded on a whole other scale when you're talking about this type of film versus, you know, it's not like The Lighthouse or The Irishman. You're not going to put it up against that. That's stupid. But Jeff Fowler really kind of gets I feel like the movie really gets Sonic in this kind of way. And it's just fun. It's a good movie. And Jim Carrey in this is having the time of his life. That's not true. He's doing exactly what he's done in all of his early movies. He's basically playing Ace Ventura, except evil. The way he talks, the way he quips, the way he acts and dances, moves, he does all of his Jim Carrey-isms. There's not really a whole lot to him that is necessarily Dr. Robotnik, but his interpretation, this version of the character, does come off as a little bit threatening, a little bit menacing, but also very cartoony, immature, and just bloated and just full of themselves. And it was fun. It was fun. That is the best thing I can wrap this movie up and summarize it as far as, you know, the feeling I got when I left it. And I will at least say, as far as one kind of spoiler, the biggest hindrance of this movie, aside from some of the jokes not really landing for me, obviously because it's not targeted to me. So that being said, the biggest offense of this movie, and it's a little bit of a spoiler, but not really, because it's not going to tell you anything about the movie, but it does that thing where it opens and it's like, I bet you're wondering how we got here. And then it rewinds and then we get to how we get there. And I don't know. I feel like that's just been happening a lot lately. And in this way, that this movie doesn't try to make that a joke. It just kind of does it unabashedly. And I was going to say, I rolled my eyes when that's how the movie started. There's an interesting, I will also tell you, there is a not really mid-credit scene. It's more of a pre-credit scene, and there is a mid-credit scene. Both good. The mid-credit scene, stick around. It's a surprise. It's exciting. It definitely, if this movie does well, it at least makes its money back. I can imagine that we will be getting a much better movie down the line. That's all I'll say. But that being said, I really liked the movie. It was a lot of fun. It's not targeted towards adults. It's not targeted towards like teenagers or anything like that. It's for kids. This is a kids movie, and it does that really well, and it has a lot of heart. It's got a lot of laughs, and it's got a lot of fun action, and it's really all you can demand out of it. And that being said, if you're one of the people that complained, and I'm guilty of it myself, well, you should at least respect what they did by going back and rechanging that entire design for us, for those complaints, for those criticisms. Show up, support it, and reward them for doing that and listening to us when they really didn't have to. Again, it's not Shakespeare, nowhere close to it. I'm just not going to give a rating. If you're curious enough, check it out for yourself. That's my recommendation. If you thought it looks fun, flashy, and an energetic time, go check it out. That's my recommendation for it, guys. If you've seen it, if you're curious about it, if you want to talk about it at all, comment down below. We'll carry on that conversation after the video, guys. And thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, please support the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing for more content. I've got reviews for every movie that I try to see, TV shows that I actually get to finish, a lot of reactions and stuff like that. But yeah, just keep in tune, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next video. So take care, everybody.